I'm Andrew Goddard, and this is the weekly Volatility Roundup from CMC Connect. Slowing US inflation acted as a key driver of market sentiment last week, with hopes building that the news may lead to a more dovish tone emerging from the Federal Reserve. That in turn has been driving risk appetite, and the Russell 2000 index of smaller cap US stocks found itself as a key beneficiary. Gains were most notable on Tuesday morning off the back of that CPI release, and although the upside extended from here, caution from some Fed officials over the risk of paring back the aggressive monetary policy stance too quickly did take the edge off gains. 1 week vol stood at 25.64% against 18.47% for 3 months. Palladium prices advanced as much as 10% last week, after the metal was seen to have fallen to multi-year lows that were simply unsustainable. Whilst changing demand patterns from the car manufacturing industry are having an impact, the low price combined with news that the UK government was applying sanctions on a major refinery was sufficient to that fundamental risks do exist. Broader US dollar weakness contributed a further layer of support too, with 1 week vol advancing to 53.01% against 40.85% for 3 months. Keeping with commodities, and natural gas remains very active, yet is still failing to make any meaningful headway, having tested lows just ahead of the weekend break that hadn't been seen since the start of October. Natural gas stocks posted a significantly bigger than expected build in inventories as production hit record highs, maintaining those downside pressures despite the geopolitical backdrop. 1 week vol printed 55.76% against 49.52% for 3 months. Cryptocurrencies saw an active week as the SEC's approval window closed without any progress for Bitcoin ETFs. That initiated a series of relatively modest reversions across the asset class, driving price action as a result. 1 week vol on Solana came in at 144.72% against 83.13% for 3 months. And in fiat currencies, weakness off the back of the US inflation readings left the greenback under pressure. This was most notable against the Aussie dollar, which advanced more than 3%, driving 1 week vol on the pair to 11.98% against 10.26% for 3 months.